back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I was fucking geared up to do the fucking potty. I thought I could squeeze out one last potty with this little fucking bit of juice I have in the fucking dodgy Indian batteries that I have. I get in the car and I can't even turn the recorder on. So I've made the trip out to Star Mart. I've got some new batteries in the fucking recorder, and I just decided to do the podcast in the fucking dodgy Star Mart fucking car park. This is when you see them come out. What's the time? It is 11:45. This is almost midnight. I don't even know what area I'm in. It could be a dodgy area, but this is when they all come out. This is when you see them all. This is when you see the freaks, the shutouts, the lockouts, people wearing their undies on the outside, podcasters desperate to podcast. Every conceivable mental illness is out at this time of the night. I tell you where I wouldn't like to be, not just now. I don't know what time it's open till, but not just now, anytime. Dunkin Donuts. What an absolute hellscape that is. My kids have been hassling me for 3 fucking days to go to Dunkin Donuts, and I finally relented. Oh, here we go. Here's a guy in high-vis and what looks like tights and a backpack. I don't mean like a work backpack. Like he's just throwing this shit together. What's he carrying under his arm? Cardboard box of some descript. Anyway, I fucking finally relented taking my kids to Dunkin Donuts, and I was expecting like a fluffy, kid-friendly venue, maybe some pink chairs and shit like that, maybe a happy, cheerful fucking lady, like one of those old school, like 1960s ladies with like a perm and shit. That was not what I walked into. I walked into what can only be described as a mixture of predators and homeless. It was a fucking sight to behold in there. I don't know if they all knew each other or they'd all organized to be there, but they weren't sitting on the same table together, but they all looked alike. It was the downtrodden. It was the rock bottom. It was also a few illegal aliens, I can tell you that right now. I would say there was a few recovering alcoholics in there too, just whiling away the time. Pretty much my demographic, actually. My audience was in there. What am I talking about? Friends and family, kin. Anyway, I take the kids in there, immediately regret it. I'm like, what the fuck is this joint? This doesn't look like a place to take fucking children. This looks like a hangout for fucking divorcees and crooked cops. I don't know what the vibe's meant to be like in there. Maybe it was that specific one. Maybe not every single Dunkin Donuts is a hellscape. I hope not, because they're fucking everywhere. And if they're everywhere, and that's the clientele we generally get there, then there's big problems. There's big problems behind the curtain. And I was looking at one of the guys, and everyone was sort of half on their phone. There was a crew, a homeless crew of like 4 people. They were all sitting on a table together. 2 of them were on their phones. 2 of them were talking. And then there was sort of one guy off to the side as well. There was about 12 people in there. 2 Asian students as well. 2 Chinese chicks, which I respect. They're just like, I don't care where I have to do it. I have to do my maths homework. I just got to get it done. I got to get this calculus done. If I have to fucking brave sexual assault in a Dunkin Donuts for free Wi-Fi, I'll fucking do it. That's why they're going to win. But I looked at this guy's phone and the guy who was off to the side, and he was just flicking through Instagram, just hot fucking models. And I looked around. Most of the other guys were on their phone as well. and they were doing the same thing, flicking around. I don't know what they were looking at, but I can assume they were looking at something similar. So I'm like, this guy's just fucking clocking up views for these hot fucking Instagram models. I wonder if the Instagram models know exactly who their views are, their audience, their fans. They've got to know a little bit. Maybe they don't know the full extent of it. Maybe they are playing dumb with the whole thing, like pretending to be ignorant of what's going on. So when you're looking at 2 million views of some chick getting her clam out, and you're like, how can I compete with that? You're not competing with that. Their followers are the dregs of society in a Dunkin Donuts. And just imagine how many fucking donuts or Dunkin Donuts there are in the US. How many homeless people are just slapping away their phone in a Dunkin Donuts. That's where all the views are coming from. Your art isn't going to cut it, mate. Maybe if you got your sack out for a little bit. Who's this guy? This guy's got the gayest run. He should not be running that gay through the car park like this at this late at night. He is cruising for a bruising like that. Like a full stiff leg, stiff arm run. He's got like wavy hair too. He's not going to make it. Anyway, I applied for an apartment today. If we get this one, we're moving in Friday. Fingers crossed. I'm fucking over it. My wife's over it. We just want a place now. Doesn't matter what it is. Just fucking give us one. This place is the cheaper one, the big one. I've peppered the real estate agent with fucking questions, and it's closest to the best school. So this school is like number 2 in the state. And I would like my son to go to it. The demographic breakdown is like 40% white, 20% Asian, 10% mixed, and 10% black. And I'm like, that's a good mix. That's what you want. And it's 50-50 male to female. The other 2 schools, if we went to the other place, it's like fucking 60% white, which is fine for me, but it's not good for mixed. But around these schools, like these 2 other schools, you've got some of the biggest fucking mansions I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm like, I don't want him to be surrounded by rich cunts. That's not character building. That breeds apathy and fucking entitlement. I want him to be on the line. I want him to work for it. I want them both to work for it. But I also don't want them to get stabbed in a city fucking school. So this seems like a good balance. Academically, it's the second in the state. So we ended up just fucking choosing this place because of the school and the heating. The heating's a little bit better there. So fingers crossed we get it. That'll do. I'm going to go home now. There's an old lady here with her walker. What's she doing out here? Can't you just do all the stuff you were meant to do during the day? She doesn't look homeless. She just looks like, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Anyway, fucking that'll do it for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.